Okay, so we have our next marketing rock star here. We have Jenna from First Alliance Credit Union. And again, we have just been looking for really standout examples of great marketing, great branding done on credit unions and banks, Instagrams, pages, as well as Facebook, and just kind of learning about what is a part of their marketing strategy, really hearing from the inside what's going on and what's inspiring all these posts. So, thank you, Jenna, again from First Alliance Credit Union, so much for joining us today. Before we jump into the questions, I wanted to give you an opportunity to introduce yourself and talk to us a little bit about what your role is at the credit union.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for inviting me on, Nicole. I really appreciate it. So, as you said, my name is Jenna Tobble. I'm with First Alliance Credit Union. I am our Director of Brand and Digital Member Experience here at First Alliance. We are located in Southeast Minnesota. So, we have just over 20,000 members, 6 branch locations, almost 300 million in assets. We're really excited to reach that very soon. So, we're
Congratulations.
growing and having a fun time doing it.
Excellent. Very good. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just wanted to jump in right away. Let's get right into it. So, we stumbled upon your Instagram page. You guys have a really strong branding message that is relevant, like right when immediately you click on your page. So, why don't you talk to us a little bit about what inspires your post, what inspires your branding message? Just kind of talk to us about
Mhm.
that, please.
Yeah, absolutely. So we rely really heavily on our mission here at First Alliance to influence our branding strategy, honestly. And our mission is that we place our members' needs first by providing compassion, guidance, and resources to promote their financial well being. And so when I'm hoping that when you've looked at our Instagram page, that is what's coming across is that compassion, that guidance, and providing all of those resources. So we really try to focus on just telling our brand stories through our members, through our staff, and even through sharing like financial education content. You'll see a ton of that out there. And again, just kind of going back to our mission, like what are we here to do and how can we use social media to help advance that?
Excellent. I love it. And that's why credit unions exist, right? Exactly for that purpose. They exist
Exactly.
for and by their members. So it's important to maintain that humanity aspect of your social media as like, hey, yeah, we are consumers too. We live within your community as well. We want to show that we are all working together and giving back together. So that is great.
Exactly. Yeah.
Why don't you talk to us a little bit about what is included in your general marketing strategy? Obviously, we know that social media is a big portion of it, but
Mhm.
what else do you guys do? Are you into email marketing? Do you have a blog? Do you have a vlog? That's kind of
Yeah.
the newest thing that's happening right now. Why don't you talk to us a little bit about the rest of your marketing strategy if you can?
Yeah, absolutely. So content is king with marketing strategy, right? So we definitely have a blog. We release blogs twice a week. We do tons of email marketing. Social is a very big component of everything we do as well. We have not only Instagram, like you mentioned, but we're on Facebook. We're on, well, formerly Twitter, right? X.
Now we're X, yep.
Yeah, yep. We are on TikTok. We are working on developing out our YouTube strategy further to really start to incorporate more video, long form video content into that. But yeah, we dabble in a little bit of everything from a marketing strategy standpoint. Absolutely.
Got it. Now, what does your team look like in terms of, who's responsible for what? Is it one
Mhm.
person in charge of social? Is it someone else for marketing? Is it just you? Is it a team of one? Because we hear that often too, that
Mhm.
a lot of marketers are a team of one. So, what does that team look like and how does the content creation kind of exist within your team?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I do have 2 full-time marketers on my team. So I have one that is really geared towards our written content, so our blogs, our website, our long form articles and resources that we curate. He's really responsible for most of that. And then I have our other marketer is really focused on getting eyeballs on all of that great content through things like social and email. And between the 3 of us, we play around with video in a variety of different ways because there's so much that you can do with that medium.
Absolutely. Now, as far as video goes, I'm just going to capitalize on that point for a second because us as a company at CUcontent, we have identified that as the number one type of media that people are consuming. And one of our initiatives for 2024, actually Q3 of 2023 and well into 2024, is to develop more video. Now, we're also finding that people aren't just really listening to video, they're kind of just also reading the captions on the bottom.
Mhm.
So it's interesting that, the way video is being consumed is different as well. I would just love to hear your thoughts on that. What are you guys doing in terms of videos, and where do you see success in videos? What type of videos are you guys producing?
Mhm. Yeah, that's a great question. So honestly, we have been trying just a variety of different things to try to really truly gauge what our audience wants to engage with, right?
Mhm.
Are they more engaged with somebody just sitting and talking directly to them? Do they want more of a story format? Do they want more educational type content that is more word heavy? And so we've been playing around with a lot of different types of video as we kind of start to use this more and more in our strategy to see what's really sticking. And it seems to change every week. And so I am all about just trying new things, trying the same message in several different ways to see what resonates best. I think we probably have the most fun when we can engage some of our other team members outside the marketing department from the credit union to be involved. I know that our followers love to see the faces of our frontline team that they're interacting with on a more regular basis. And so we're definitely trying to find ways to even incorporate them into some of this, whether it's an educational video, something that's like just giving some tips and advice on maybe how to use our app better, or even really just fun stuff. I think one day it was ice cream sandwich day. And so we went around and got video giving out ice cream sandwiches to everybody and just getting their reaction of a surprise ice cream sandwich in the afternoon, and stuff, so you can have fun with it. It doesn't have to be financially related all of the time, but I think even just prompting questions to get that engagement, like you said, in the copy of whatever video you just shared, is huge for us too. We do see engagement with that. So
Excellent. And it's so easy now to take videos, right? So like ice cream
mhm,
sandwich day, I mean, grab your iPhone and just shoot a video, and you could
mhm,
even put some music behind it. It's become so simple now to,
yes,
create video and then to post it. It's literally like 3 minutes just to make a couple edits, add some music, maybe even add some interesting elements to it as well, and then post it to your social media. And
mhm,
it's the little things like that. It's the little tweaks, it's the little changes.
yep,
It's, ice cream sundae. Like it's the little things that always make the big difference.
yeah,
And, we spoke about this a couple of times with other banks and credit unions, that it's that human element that you mentioned. Every
mhm,
single person that we have done one of these Instagram interviews with has identified the fact that it is the human element, because it's relating to people. It's relating to the members who are a part of the credit union, the customers who are a part of the banks. So
mhm,
that's something that we find is very important in the
yes,
balance of content marketing. So thank you for sharing that.
yeah,
That's great.
absolutely.
Now, if you could give one piece of advice to credit union and bank marketers, what would that be?
Yeah, well, I think just to follow up on, we've talked a lot about video, and I think if you haven't started to play around with video yet, do it, especially short form video. It is so, like you mentioned, it's so easy to do. And that's what people are engaging with, is that short form video, especially. And if you're already doing that and still looking for ways to do more, right? I always found, focus on helping your members, not selling to them. So
Mhm.
yes, you need to talk about your products and services, but don't let that be the only thing you ever talk about, because that's where they're going to start to tune out and stop engaging.
Right. So the importance of educating them and showing them exactly, what products and services you guys have to help them. We were speaking with, I think it was a community bank a couple days ago, and they said, just change the narrative a little bit.
Mhm,
Instead of saying, hey, come check out our rates for an auto loan, maybe say something along the lines of thinking of buying a new car, getting your car ready for the winter,
mhm,
those sort of things. Come in and talk to us about ways that we can help you make that new car a reality for yourself or something along those lines. So, yes,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's the don't talk about yourself, talk about the problems that your audience is facing, and then give them the tools which you hopefully have as at your credit union to solve those problems and kind of lay it out that way. That makes a world of difference.
so, Jenna, it sounds like you have personal experience with this. Is there a particular campaign that you guys, or a promotion or a post that you are particularly proud of that you and the team worked together on to post on Instagram, or a particular campaign that, was a huge success for you guys? Are you willing to share that information with us?
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell you exactly which one I'm most proud of because I think we really do pour kind of our heart and soul into everything that we put out there because we want our members to feel like they can trust us, that it's a trusted brand message, that they can believe and know that what we're telling them is good, solid advice or tips. And so I think everything that we do, it kind of follows that pattern of you can't just talk at people, you have to talk with them and help them solve problems because that's what people are looking to do when it comes to their finances. They're looking for someone to help them solve a problem that is sometimes beyond them because they just don't have that level of financial education. And so, again, kind of going back to what we talked about at the beginning of our conversation, Nicole, using that mission to drive everything we do.
Absolutely. So you guys have your mission in place and it's just in top of mind as you're
Mhm.
creating your posts, as you're developing your marketing strategy. So it's so important to stay laser focused on that mission in
Yes.
order to clearly execute your brand message, basically, which definitely came across on your Instagram page. So very
Awesome.
well done. I encourage everybody who's watching right now and anyone who knows anyone in marketing to take a look at First Alliance Credit Union's page. It is a great example of branding, and I think it's really important that we all kind of check on each other and see how everything's going, share ideas. We're all here to help each other. We are all students of marketing, especially of social media, because what was true yesterday might not be true today. So there's always something new and relevant that we need to, remain educated on. Jenna, is there any one marketing page or anyone in general that you tend to really follow and look at for any sort of marketing inspiration? Like, who for you does marketing really well? It doesn't have to be in the financial
Mhm.
industry world, but what Instagram page is there any influencer that, it inspires you?
Yeah, so I don't know that it's necessarily a specific influencer, but there's a brand that I like to follow called Marketing Millennials. I don't know if anyone has heard of them before, but I really enjoy following their social content and I've subscribed to like their newsletter and they always have just great out of the box ideas that, can inspire me and my team to try new things or think about things in a little bit different way to try to engage with our audiences, especially through social that we maybe hadn't considered before.
Exactly. I love it. And everyone's always trying new things. So I almost feel like there's no wrong thing to put out there, to be honest with you, because as long as you're posting, as long as you're posting relative content that's informational and educational and has that human element to it, I don't think there is ever, a bad post on social media,
Mhm.
to be honest. Well, of course there's the bad things, but I don't think there's anything that we could ever say, "Oh, no, that didn't work for us." It worked for you because your audience saw it. It's
Mhm,
on your Instagram page, it's on your Facebook page. It's only helping to add to the credibility of your financial institution. So
mhm.
I think that was great. Jenna, it sounds like you guys have some really great things going on at First Alliance, and we are so happy to have featured you in our 80/20 Marketing Hall of Fame. Thank you so much for your time today.
Yeah, thank you so much, Nicole.